everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. My name's Jenny and on this channel at the moment I'm currently documenting my journey of starting Couch to 5k. This week I'm going to be doing a video on what I wish I had learnt before I started running. So I'm going to be sharing some of my tips and tricks with you. I'm currently running my third week of the Couch to 5k so far, so if you'd like to subscribe to this channel you'll be able to follow my journey with me. So the first thing I want to talk about is trainers. I think they're key, and without a good pair of trainers you're not going to get very far and you're going to start aching and hurting in places like your knees and your ankles. So I definitely recommend in maybe investing in a decent pair of trainers just for what works for you. Everyone's different, everyone runs slightly different. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting my gait analysis done, which I had never heard before until I started watching other videos on tips and tricks for running. So what gait analysis is it's basically a professional that will look at the way you walk or the way you run and basically tell you the right sort of trainers for how you walk or run, and it will basically give you that bit of advantage when you're running. You're not going to ache when you come home, you've got the right support for the way your feet are. So I might be doing a separate video on that, so do subscribe to this channel if you want to see a bit more about that. But at the moment I have got these trainers. They are Carry More trainers, and I think I got these from Sports Direct a couple of years ago, but I wear them all the time. I've just cleaned them so I can show them on camera. But I have got a couple of other trainers that I use, but these are usually my go-to. So moving on from trainers, I think having a good pair of socks or running socks is really good as well. So I want to show you a couple of options that I've used. So first of all, in the first lockdown when I started doing the Couch to 5k again, I bought a big pack of these hiking socks that are quite thick and padded and supportive. These are the Pro Hike trainer socks. And I've got a set of, I think it's maybe 6 or 8, and they were reasonably cheap off Amazon, and they're really good and supportive, and they're really comfortable for what I use them for. And then another pair of trainer socks that I really like are the Pro, I think they're called Dry Drift trainer socks, and they look like this. So obviously you wear them like that. So you can't really see it on camera, but they're actually really thin, and they're really fitted to your feet, and there's good support under the arch of your foot. So I definitely recommend, if you are looking for running socks, have a look at Sports Direct or JD Sports, and Amazon do a lot of this sort of stuff at a good price now as well. But there's all sorts of different types of running socks out there, so definitely have a look at that. And then finally, socks as well that I wear quite often, especially at the moment when it's quite rainy and cold. I wear these socks, so these are a bit longer, so they're a bit longer than ankle socks, but they're similar to football socks, like they're ribbed and they're quite thick. So these, I just wear these when I know it's going to be a bit colder outside, and they're good support as well. And you can buy these in packs of like 3 or 6, I think. But again, have a look at Nike's website or Sports Direct, JD Sports. They've got all sorts of different socks for either running or training, for whatever you're looking for really. I think everyone's got their preferences on what they like to wear when they're either going to the gym, training, walking or running. But I've definitely found for me it's more about what I feel comfortable in, what I feel is supportive, and what's handy for me. So I really like things with pockets in, whether it's in my leggings or in the top I'm wearing. So that's why I really like this running top. So again, it's a Carry More jacket. I think I found this in the cycling or running section of Sports Direct. So this has a pocket in the sleeve, and you could fit your phone in there, you could fit your credit card or your keys, but I really like that, so you don't have to worry about where you're going to put things. So another thing is obviously it's quite bright and it's got reflective strips on, so when it's quite dark at the moment this is a good thing to wear because people can see you. But I also just like the general fit of it. It's really stretchy, and it doesn't roll up when I'm running along. So I definitely recommend getting something like that, like a running jacket or a running top. And just a thing that I like is you've got the hole for your hand. So this, instead of wearing gloves, this is just a little thing that a lot of tops have now, but it's just a preference, but I really like that, and it also means the top's not going to ride up my arm. And then with clothing as well, I think like I say, everyone's got their own preferences, but from what I've learned and what I've tried in the past, these are my sort of go-to leggings, and I completely understand that everyone's got their own take on what works for them and their body type and their body shape, but this is what I really like. So they're both from Gymshark. So first of all, I've got a couple of pairs of these. These are the Dreamy Mesh leggings, and they're super high-waisted, as you can see. So they've got a really nice high waist, so it hugs you in and it doesn't fall down, and it sucks you in at the waist. And then also, like I said earlier, with pockets and holding stuff, you've got the pockets down the side, and I've put my phone in there a few times and I'm not worried about it falling out. It's a really good fit. And these are also one of my favourite pair of leggings, just because they are a nice colour, they're not just plain black, so I really like these, and they're really super soft and thick, so again, in this sort of weather, they're perfect to keep me warm. These are also a pair of leggings that I wear quite often. These are the seamless leggings, so they're high-waisted as well, and they're the ones with the pattern, with the sort of breathable fabric down the sides. So these are really good, they're really comfortable, again, they don't fall down. The black ones are nicer to wear with like my coloured trainers or a coloured top as well. But I'd say whatever works for you, whether you prefer high waist or low waisted leggings, or if you just want something that's really supportive, there's all sorts of materials and fabrics out there. But my best advice would be just go out and order a couple of pairs, maybe from different places, and try them on, test run them and see how you get on. I think Gymshark are a really reliable brand, and they come really quickly, they're really good quality, and I think for what you're paying it's actually really good value. But there's also supermarkets do good pairs of gym leggings, like Sainsbury's do, and Asda do good sportswear now. So just go out and have a look and see what works for you. And then the last thing I want to talk about with regards to clothing, for us girls, I definitely recommend getting a good sports bra with high support, or whatever sort of support you need. But for me, I need high support, so I invested in a couple of sports bras over the years. But I bought this one recently and I've really loved it, so I wanted to show you. It's called the Alpha Sports Bra, and it's supposed to be really breathable and high support. So it's almost got like this halter neck that goes over and down the back like that. So it's adjustable straps, but I really like how it comes together at the back. And then it's got adjustable bra hooks at the back like this, so you can make it as small or as big as you need it to. But I really like this one because some of the padding in sports bra moves around and that doesn't work for me, so this whole thing is padded and really supportive. So this was a Nike one, but there's lots of sports bras out there with different designs, patterns and different amounts of support, so I definitely have a look on places like Sports Direct again. But I actually found I had a really good sports bra from H&M years ago, and I think it was about £30, and it lasted a while and it was really good for me. But I think it's really important, especially as a girl, to just feel as comfortable and as supported as you can, whether it's leggings or a sports bra or a top. Just make sure you feel as comfortable as you need to. It doesn't matter what you look like, just as long as you feel good and you feel supported. So another thing that I bought a couple of weeks into when I first started the Couch to 5K was one of these. So this is called an exercise belt, and it's literally just a pocket for putting your phone or your keys in. And I think this is really handy because you can easily get to your phone if you need it. But it's elasticated at the back and it's really easy to take on and off. But I'll leave a link to that in the description. But I got mine from Amazon in a pack of 2, and I think that it was just perfect for me, and I wear it quite a lot. One thing that I don't think I'd be able to run without is my headphones. So I've got this pair of headphones for running, and these were about £7.99 or £8.99 from Home Bargains, so I don't worry about breaking them if it's raining, or it's like I could easily go and get another pair if something went wrong. But these have lasted me about 1.5 years now, so I'm really happy I got them. But the main reason I got them was because they aren't noise cancelling. So when I'm running on the roads or on the pavements next to other people, when I'm checking to see if there's cars coming, I think I either take an ear off or take them completely off. But when I'm running on quieter roads, I can sort of cross over roads knowing that I'm okay, because I can't hear anything coming. Obviously I check anyway. But if I had noise cancelling headphones, I'd feel a bit more nervous about not knowing about what's around me. So I definitely recommend getting a pair of non-noise cancelling headphones, because I think they're perfect for running. Another reason I've got headphones is because with my Couch to 5K, I have someone speaking to me through the headphones. But what's really good as well is I can listen to music at the same time and hear both of them. So I hear music in the background and then someone telling me to either start running or slow down. I can hear them over the top. So I think it's really important, if you are going to start doing the Couch to 5K, get yourself a pair of headphones or earphones, because you can get them reasonably cheap at the moment as well. So I really like having a playlist to run to whilst the Couch to 5K isn't talking, but I know some people like the sort of mindfulness of it, of not listening to anything. So that's what works for me, having a pair of non-noise cancelling headphones, listening to my Couch to 5K as well. So the final thing I want to talk about is I definitely recommend anyone running or walking, especially at the moment in lockdown. I think you need that bit of extra motivation every now and then. Like, even though I'm trying to push myself a little bit and get out and do the miles, you still have those down days where it's hard to get up and go and do it. So one of the things for me that have really helped me keep doing it and keep going is my fitness tracker watch, which is the Fitbit Charge 2. That's what it looks like. It's really small and it's on me all the time. But what's really good about it is I can link it up to the app on my phone, and I can track everything from my sleep pattern to my heart rate to how many calories I eat in a day, how much water I drink. But also you can track a run. My app encourages me to have 5 days of exercise a week. So I can track when I leave the house, go for a run, and I can come home and I can see where I've ran. I can see my distance and how long it took me, and also my heart rate in between, and it will show me stuff like how many steps and how long I was active for. So for me, I'm very much about facts and figures. So if I can see one day I ran this far, it took me that long, the next day I can sort of be like, let's try and beat yesterday's time. So for me, that's really interesting, and I can see the breakdown of everything I'm doing. So I know when I'm at work, usually I'm not actually moving around that lot. So I was doing less than like 3,000 steps a day, because I get a lift in, I do my day at work, and I get a lift home, and I probably do about 600 steps to get around the house when I get home. So so on my days off, I'd consciously be like, right, let's get the steps in today. So I'd be aiming at between 10,000 and 15,000 steps on my day off. So with my running at the moment, I'm doing a lot more steps, especially knowing that I'm in lockdown. I'm like, right, let's keep active, let's keep moving. Doing more than 10,000 steps a day is good. So I definitely recommend it. They aren't the cheapest thing, but have a look out there, because they have got a few different options, from Apple Watches to Fitbits and Garmix, I think they're called. So just have a look, and I'll leave the link to my one down below. I think they might not have this one on there anymore, but I think they've got the version after it. So it's what works for me. It really motivates me, and that's why I keep it on every day. Just having it in the back of my mind, knowing that that's what I did yesterday, let's do this today, is what keeps me moving. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. I'll leave a link to everything that I've mentioned in the description down below. If you want to go and have a look at it, please do. And then please subscribe to this channel and keep supporting me through my journey of my running so far. I might do another one of these videos once I've finished and give you any more tips and tricks that I've learnt since starting. But if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and comment down below if you've got any other tips and tricks for any other people out there. And hopefully I'll see you again next week. Thank you so much for watching.